Hello everyone, it's Corvette Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Please smash that thumbs up and click the notification bell because we are going to talk about C3 Corvette. In this case, we are going to be bench bleeding a new master cylinder that we're going to be putting on. Honestly, bench bleeding would be the same for quite a number of other cars, including, I'm guessing, all C3s, but we're going to show how to bench bleed the master cylinder because you need to do that prior to installing a new master cylinder. I'll be dropping another video on how to install a master cylinder on a C3 Corvette coming up, so stay tuned. Although we will be bench bleeding this master cylinder for our 68, this will apply to any C3 Corvette and a multitude of other cars as well. So I just want to point that out. The first thing you want to do is look for the ports, and you're going to want to insert the master cylinder bleeder kit. Let's show that. I have purchased a master cylinder bleeder kit from Dorman, part number 13911. Looks like it comes with a bunch of different fittings and the hoses, and I believe the red ones will be for standard and the blue ones will be for metric. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's show what you're going to do here to hook this thing up. You will notice that the lines are different sizes, and I'm assuming that would be so that you don't cross them up. So you're going to find the appropriate sizes. And you'll screw them in. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pop off the cap by prying these two back. You're going to want to hook up the lines here to the fittings. Make sure these fittings are snug. And then, unfortunately, the clip that I have is not wide enough to clip onto that. In fact, I have another clip here, and it's worse. So what I'm probably going to end up doing when we get this thing actually on the bench, I'll probably tie this down somehow, like run a string around it and tie it so that it stays, because these lines have to be immersed in the brake fluid, because basically what you're going to do is you're going to be sucking air out of the master. It's going to come through these lines and go back in there, and the bubbles will obviously come up, they'll rise to the top, and eventually you're going to have nothing but brake fluid running through, and that's basically how you bench bleed it. Again, we'll show that when we get on the vise, and we're going to have to secure this so these lines don't come out of the fluid. They have to stay immersed at all times until you don't see any more bubbles. So let's get to showing that now. Okay, everybody, here's the master mounted in a vise. Make sure the vise is secured. And my hose is hooked up. You may think that they're a little too long, but I'm trying to save those hoses to also bleed each wheel as well, and they're nice long hoses. As you can see there, I have that green thing. It's like a clip, not a clip, but a tie that I've used to make sure that the hoses are held down in the fluid with that clip that won't properly secure there. So with that, you're going to want to take a big Phillips screwdriver and the correct brake fluid for your car, depending. In this case, we're using .3 regular brake fluid. So what you're going to do is you're going to pour the brake fluid into the reservoirs, and you're going to take the screwdriver and you're going to push in, compress this piston, and it's going to force air through the system and come out, and you'll see bubbles, and the brake fluid will replace what is the air is in there, right? So from there, I always use clean, fresh, .3 brake fluid. I don't like to keep brake fluid around too long because I believe it absorbs moisture over time. And with that, we are going to fill it up. You never want the fluid to go below the openings of the hoses, right? So then we're just going to push this in and wait for bubbles to stop appearing in the fluid. At that point, your master will be blanched bread. bench bled. Let's get right to it, folks. Just be very careful and methodical and make sure you can do this safely, right? You're going to have to put some pressure on it, and I'm holding it just to be safe here. I'm still seeing bubbles. Okay, I saw one bubble there. Another tiny little bubble. Okay, I want to make sure I have enough brake fluid. I don't want to go below where those lines can suck air. Be careful, don't get brake fluid on anything like paint, your car. That's why the 68's backed out. So if it gets on your master, you can wipe it off, clean it up, but it might be almost done, folks. There's another bubble. There's a couple more bubbles. All right. It ain't going to take very long, but you have to get all the bubbles out. Okay. I think it's almost done, folks. I'm seeing this tiny little, well, no, I didn't see anything that time. All right. Nope, there's another one, yep. Okay. Sure enough, we're almost done. Okay, we're almost there. Again, I want to make sure. Okay. And I think that should be it. So stay tuned for the next video coming up, which is going to be how to install master on your 68 or your C3 in general, and what to look for. Thank you very much, everyone. Until the next one.